Kandy. Welcome back to my kitchen. If you can hear whirring in the background, that's part of our video today. So a company contacted me and asked me to try out their air fryer, and I've been wanting to try one. So here's the big boy. He's heating up to 350. I asked in the community some recipes you guys wanted me to try, and one of the very first ones was steak. So I'm definitely gonna cook some steak today. And then probably some frozen potatoes, some frozen french fries that other people had asked for. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay guys, while I was editing this, I realized I never introduced you to the machine. So it's the OMORC air fryer. It's a 6-quart, 1800 watt, fast, large, hot air fryer and oilless cooker. There's presets on there, which you'll see later on in the video, but I wanted to make sure I said that because cooking me forgot. So back to the video. Okay, this is going to be a little difficult to show you guys, but so it's preheated to 350. I've got a petite sirloin steak. I'm going to go ahead and put in here. Here it's already sizzling. Close it back up. I'm going to do the push. And it's going to be 350. Let me show you the buttons. Okay, so to change the temperature, you hit this button here. But I want 350 for 7 minutes. And there it goes. All right. This does not look appetizing. Let me get a fork. I'm not sure it's even done. Definitely not done. It needs to go back in. It's a pretty thick steak, so I'm gonna do 350 for another five minutes. Okay, it looks better this time. Feels firmer. Let me set this up so I can cut into this and show you guys. I like rare, mid-rare. That's cooked all the way through. So that was too long. It's very juicy still though. See, on this part there's a little bit of pink. Let me try a piece. It's really moist. You would think looking at the outside that it would be super dry, but it's not. For me, steak I think I'd rather have in a pan. But let's try some of these fries. So I'm gonna do just these. Bought it at the local Walmart. I'm not even gonna clean this out because it's just me eating. Pour some fries in here. This is like hard to do. I'm gonna shake them around so they're not laying on top of each other. And again, we're gonna do 350 for 15 minutes. There we go. Okay, we're about halfway through, so I'm gonna pull it out. Give me a second. I'm gonna pan sear the other two steaks from there and show the difference. Okay, I'm not good at this. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna move them around a little bit. It says to shake them. I'm just gonna toss them. Put them back in. There's 8 minutes left. It's going again. So These steaks took about 6 or 7 minutes. See, they've got really nice browning on them. No oil. I didn't put any oil in the pan. These are probably going to be more how I like steak. Yeah, that's how I like it. And that only took 6 or 7 minutes. So for me, steak is better in a pan. I'm going to use these for meal prep for the week. Oops. So those are going to go in salads or burritos or taco bowls, whatever I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to cut those up. We've got about a minute left on the fries. Think they're going to be good? Kind of excited about this. All right, here we go. Oh, they're crispy. How do you get it out this way? I don't want to touch it, it's hot. Oh, there's the release. Okay. This part is still warm. I'm gonna put it over here. So here are our fries. Oh, they're wonderfully crispy on the outside. Let me grab a plate. Again, this had no oil in it. I'm just gonna sprinkle some Johnnies on here. Look at them. They look wonderful. Let me take a bite. They're so hot. They're nice and crispy on the outside, but soft on the inside. I'd say that really works for frozen fries. We are going to try some actual recipes. I've got a couple recipes that I want to try, but I just wanted to throw this together really quick to try it out, get a feel for the machine, but the next couple recipes will be so good. Alright guys, we're back in the kitchen with another air fryer recipe. I don't have it even hooked up yet, but it only takes a few minutes to heat up. So we're going to make some crispy air fryer chickpeas. So what you're going to need is a 14-ounce can. I have a 15.5-ounce can of chickpeas. I'm going to rinse, drain, and dry these. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and half a teaspoon of cumin, and some salt. So I'm going to go ahead and drain my chickpeas, rinse them, dry them on some paper towel, get my air fryer set up, and then I'll show you the next part. Alright, so I'm sure you can hear the air fryer whizzing in the background. So what I've done is I've drained and dried off my chickpeas. I'll go ahead and pour them in here. Okay. Hold on, you guys can't even see in the bowl. There we go. So then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. There's 1. And 2. Okay, everything's coated. We're going to do half a teaspoon of cumin. And a half teaspoon of smoked paprika. Sorry. Didn't expect that to be so loud. I don't know why I didn't though. I'm gonna go with probably a teaspoon of salt. It doesn't give specifics. I have this Himalayan fine grain pink salt. I'm going to give this a really good mix. Get everything coated. Okay, let's go over here. So we're going to pull this out. I'm going to dump these in here. I'm going to try to get them in as even layer as possible. You guys can't see. So I've got my air fryer at 390. La, 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 la. Okay, so we are doing 390 for 12 to 15 minutes, turning halfway through. So I'm going to set this. I'm going to go 8 minutes, swish them around, and then we'll check them again. So while the chickpeas are cooking, I'm going to mix up some crab puffs. So this calls for 6 ounces of crab meat. I have 8 ounces, so we're going to 1 1/3 the recipe. So for 4 ounces of cream cheese, I'm going to put in just 6 ounces, and we'll go from there. I have an 8 ounce thing of cream cheese, so maybe we'll just use the whole thing because I don't want to waste anything. Yeah, let's just do it that way. We're just going to wing it a little bit, okay? I'm going to sort of follow this recipe, but not exactly, because that's how I do it. So, get you guys looking into the bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and put the cream cheese in. It needs to be soft. This isn't probably soft enough. It's been out for, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour maybe. And I'm using real crab meat. This is claw meat. Just show you what I got. Smells good already. Yeah, the cream cheese is still pretty hard, so it's going to be tough to mix right now. But I want to get these kind of together. Alright, we're also going to need Worcestershire sauce. Calls for a teaspoon. I'm just going to eyeball it. Salt and pepper. It says salt and pepper to taste, so I'm not sure. Where's my pepper? Let me go grab green onions and garlic. So it calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to go ahead and just put about a tablespoon in there. This is not going well. This is really hard to mix. Alright, so then I'm going to take 2 green onions. I'm just going to grab my scissors. Okay, I gotta check these over here. Okay, we're gonna pull these out. You guys can't see anything because you're all fogged up. Alright, so that's what they're looking like. Just gonna move them around a little bit. Give them a toss. Doing my best to do this with one hand. Put them back in for another 7 to 8 minutes. Alright, let's finish up these green onions. I have to get some elbow grease in here. There we go. We're getting there. Alright, I'm going to clean up, get my wonton wrappers out, and then we will get to stuffing. I went to 2 different stores. All I could find was egg roll wrappers. The wonton wrappers were out at both stores. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut them down the middle here. Okay. So I'm going to take a wrapper. I'm going to grab a tablespoon. I'm going to put a nice dollop there in the middle. And I'm going to take a little bit of water here. Go around the edges. Whoops. Lost where I was. This is just going to help the wrappers stick. I'm going to take it like this, and I'm just going to make them into like large things, I guess. I don't know. How else would you do them? Maybe like this. Yeah, that would work. Let's get some water up in there. There. Got cute little parcels now. That worked out. Okay. So then it's just assembly. You just want to make sure that it's all closed up. That one did not turn out as good. See, it's fine. It's just food. You're gonna eat it anyway. Up and over. These are terrible. That first one was really good. What am I doing? Take my time and it works. Just need to take my time. So I'm gonna keep doing that and I'll catch up with you. All right, the chickpeas are done. There we go. Move this guy out of the way. Here they are. They're nice and crispy. They smell so good. Okay, I'm gonna put these on a bowl to cool, or on a plate to cool a little bit, clean out the air fryer, and then we're gonna start the wontons. All right, the wontons are in the basket. I got about 8 of them. I think 8 fits in there just fine. We're gonna put this at 375 for 10 minutes. Okay, mine doesn't go to 375, so we're going to go to 380. It only goes by 10s. We're still going to do 10 minutes, though. There we go. All right, here is the wontons out of the fryer. I did read after I put them in, you're supposed to spray them with cooking spray. But these look all right. I guess you would get like a nice shine to them if you put the cooking spray on there. So I'm going to let these cool down. While they cool a little bit, let's try the chickpeas. All right, They're pretty good. They're nice and crispy on the outside, but still soft on the inside. Kind of reminds me of like corn nuts almost. That paprika is really, really nice. And there was a very crunchy one. These are a good snack. Let's pull one of these guys out. They're still piping hot. I'm gonna have to wait a few. So this air fryer is super easy to clean. I just wipe it out with a paper towel and it's totally fine. My biggest issue with it is the size. It's huge. So big. It doesn't fit in any of my cupboards, so I have to store it on top of our portable dishwasher over there. Yeah, that's my only problem. It's so big that I just don't have any place to store it. So that kind of sucks, but give me a few minutes to let these cool and we'll come back and try those. Okay, so the cooking spray does help. This is the second batch I made. They just came out, they're super hot, but they did get more golden brown on the top instead of like the white on these ones. But let's go ahead and try one from the first batch. The filling's really good, but they're not as crispy as I would like. Ouch. This second batch feels a lot crispier. So that was my fault for missing the cooking spray on the top. I think these ones would be so much better, but they're still good. I'm still gonna eat them. There's some crisp. Sorry. Cat. They are crispy. They're not rubbery. Sometimes I've made wontons like in the oven and they just get kind of rubbery and like hard to bite into. But these are really good. I'm happy. Alright, so I think tomorrow we will try some potatoes, like regular potatoes, and make fries with regular potatoes, not like frozen potatoes, or not frozen fries. And I have some Brussels sprouts that I want to try. So stay tuned. Alright guys, we're back in the kitchen. It's actually before work. So what I've done is I have these small potatoes. They're just like, this is a quarter of them. I soaked them for half an hour. Now I'm gonna throw them back in the bowl. I soaked them, drained them, dried them off a little bit. And now we're gonna season them. Okay, we're gonna keep it simple. So some olive oil. Maybe about 2 tablespoons. We just want to coat the potatoes. Alright, then we're going to do some pink Himalayan salt. Some black pepper. I love pepper. Then I have this McCormick salt-free garlic and herb seasoning. There we go. And finally, just some green canned cheese. You can season to your taste. Gonna get everything covered. Alright, so we've got these really well covered. I'm gonna get the air fryer out and get it going. Okay, so on here there's a mode button and it takes you through the ones on here. So we want to do fries. So that's the one we're gonna do. It's been in there for 2 minutes and it already smells amazing. I'm just saying. I can already smell the garlic and herb and it just smells so good. Alright guys, here's our potatoes after 20 minutes. Look at how crispy they are. I did take them and move them around at minute 11. Let's see. Yeah, they're cooked all the way through. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me set the camera up a little differently. Alright, so they break apart. They're nice and soft inside. The texture's perfect. They're cooked all the way through. They're crispy on the outside. They have those flavors that we put on them. You guys, I love this air fryer so much. For stuff like this. The steak was not good. It was nice and juicy, but like, I don't know. I like that nice crisp crust on the outside. Alright, so we'll probably do a couple more things maybe. I don't know. It depends on how much time I have. Alright guys, so ooh, there we go. I got home from work last night. I didn't really feel well, so I decided to scrap the Brussels sprouts. We're gonna do some Chick-Fil-A chicken nuggets. So what I've done so far is cut up 2 boneless skinless chicken breasts, and they are in the fridge marinating in some pickle juice. And now we're gonna make the dredge. So already in one container I have about half to 3/4 cup of milk and 2 eggs because I only had that much milk. And then let's get to the dry ingredients. So it calls for 1.5 cups of flour. I just got all purpose here. Whoa. We'll just go with that. The next ingredient is what I found really strange and unusual. It calls for 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Come on, powdered sugar, I don't want you all over me. Play nice. Well, I still am in my pajamas. I haven't put my work clothes on yet because I don't want to get stuff all over me. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Let me put these away. Alright, and then it calls for 2 teaspoons of salt. Got a ½ teaspoon measure out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.5 teaspoons of pepper. So 1, 2, 3, and a ½ teaspoon of paprika. I have smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika. You saw me use it earlier. There we go. Okay, let me put this stuff away. I'm gonna grab my baby whisk, get these all incorporated. What we're gonna do is, well, let me go get the chicken and we'll just do it. Alright, so my chicken pieces have been in the pickle juice for about 30 minutes. So what we're gonna do is take it out of the pickle juice, put it into the dry. Probably should have shook it off a little bit. Into the wet. Trying to keep a wet hand and a dry hand. And then back into the dry. Get off as much excess as possible. And I'm going to go straight into the... Nope, I'm not. Hold on. I want to spray down. I'm gonna spray the basket of the fryer. Okay, so after it goes in the dry again, then we're gonna place it in the wet, or in the fryer basket. So dry, wet, dry again, fryer basket. Dry, wet, dry, fryer basket. So I'm just going to continue to do this until I've got either the basket full or, you know, I'm done. So this ended up being filled, and I have some extra that I'm going to bake in the real oven. So this is going to go 370, and it says for 8 minutes. Cooking a single layer of chicken for 8 minutes or until golden brown, flipping and spritzing with olive oil at the halfway mark. That seems really fast. I'm going to go a little longer because my chicken is partially frozen and my pieces are fairly large. So I'm going to go 370 for probably 12 minutes. I'm going to open it up at 6 and flip them. Okay, so I actually set it for 15 minutes. Oh, your guys are falling over. So this is 8 minutes in. So much noise in the background, I'm sorry. Where are my tongs? There they are. So I'm gonna... Oh, that one looks cooked already. Hold on. No, they're not quite done. Okay, I'm actually going to leave them where they are, and I'm going to spray them with cooking spray, because it did tell me to spritz it with olive oil. I don't have a way to spritz it with olive oil. So I'm going to only put this back in for probably another 4 minutes. Alright, we've got some great browning. These look fairly good. I mean, not obviously as good as if you would deep fry them, but this is healthier, right? I mean, the only oil we put on them was a little bit of cooking spray. Fairly easy cleanup, it looks like. Even the bottom tray doesn't have a lot in it. I thought it did, but it doesn't. So let's give these a try. They're cooked all the way through. They're nice and juicy. That pickle juice gives it this weird tang. You can't taste the powdered sugar. I don't know why it's there, but it must add something. They're really good. I'm really impressed because let me show you the ones that are in the regular oven. Ow. They're just not looking great. Yeah, I would choose this over anything. And I've been doing these in the morning before I go to work. And again, easy cleanup, super quick, simple. The only thing is the storage. That's my only problem with this. I'm happy. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. If you want your own air fryer, check the links down below. There's, I believe, a 5% discount, I think. Don't quote me on that. Alright, I love you guys. Bye.